the Freaknik thing that was alleged, right? In that alleging, Diddy got outed as a cuckold, basically.
Yeah. In the Cassie case, too.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He would invite dudes over to have sexual relations.
T.I. and Tiny vibes.
Right. If that is true, she alleged that. So if those alleged things were happening, he basically got outed as a cuckold. I feel like nobody even. I feel like everybody just kind of just walked around that and didn't even.
I feel like there's more pressing things than cuckold. That is his allegation.
All right, welcome back, people. This is Sound Bites, the part of the Album Mode podcast where we talk about the music, the culture, and the internet, and how all those things intertwine to create the music culture that we have today. My name is Demar Grant, a.k.a. King Grant, a.k.a. The Bunny. And I'm here. I'm here with my esteemed co-host, co-creator, Adriel Smiley, a.k.a. AdrielSmiley.com, a.k.a. The Godfather, a.k.a. Mr. Smiley. Adriel, we are back. It's messy. It's messy.
Yes.
It's messy right now in the culture. This time it's with let's start with the Meg Thee Stallion. Oh no. Let's start with P. Diddy, okay? Because this is where we really should be starting. Okay?
Yes.
P. Diddy, aka Puff Daddy, aka Diddy, aka Puff, aka Puffy, aka Brother Love.
Oh, remember? We got to take that one away from him. That one has to go.
That one's out of here.
Yeah.
So P. Diddy or Sean P. Diddy Combs, right?
Sean DeLisa Diddy Rice.
Right. So this man, I would say, is in a Me Too situation, and I don't say that you get Me Too because you Me Too yourself because you're the person you're the perpetrator. You're the perpetrator. You know, people don't Me Too.
You did it.
You Me Too yourself. So I would say that P. Diddy, let's say P. Diddy, is in a Me Too situation or was. Past tense.
Yeah.
Because the woman that was his accuser was accusing him in civil court, not federal court or something like that. No, it wasn't a criminal court, sorry. So she was seeking, obviously, monetary compensation for these egregious things that he had been allegedly. Yeah. I'm trying to make sure that I say allegedly because I don't want to go outside and start up my car and then we're talking about me rising in a ball of flames, okay?
Ooh.
Allegedly, was it doing some when I say dastardly, I mean dastardly.
I'm gonna read them off just this one time. You know, trigger warning for anyone who's uncomfortable with any of these terms. But
who's the woman that is
Cassie?
Cassie.
Yeah. Cassie, what is Cassie's last name?
I don't think
Ventura.
Yeah, Cassie Ventura.
Cassie Ventura.
Yeah.
But we know her as Cassie. Everyone knows who Cassie is.
Okay, she alleged.
So I want to give the dates so we can realize how quickly this all happened. But she actually, sued him on the 16th.
Okay, November.
We're recording this on the 21st. Okay.
5 days.
So she's accusing him of rape and a decade-long pattern of abuse that began when she was 19. And some of the other charges include sex trafficking, human trafficking, sexual battery, sexual assault, and gender-motivated violence, among other causes of action. And she says this behavior started when she met him in 2005. So if anyone knows about Cassie, that's really like prime Cassie time. We came to know about her. Diddy's had some allegations on his jacket for some crazy things for a long time. And now that this has become public, all these videos are surfacing of other celebrities telling stories.
Yeah, 50 Cent saying not to talk to him.
Yeah, a bunch of people. And I saw something about this case which was funny but sad at the same time, which someone said, all I learned from this was that R.Kelly was broke. and when I saw that, I honestly was like, that's
true though.
That's very true because this case was gone very quickly. This was settled in under 48 hours.
Yeah, seriously.
And obviously that leads me to believe this is extremely true.
Yeah.
For one. But I think also it's like, I wonder what the backlash will be from other artists because Diddy has fucked with so many other artists. You know, one of Wale's friends tells a story of Wale being hung out off a balcony like Michael Jackson's child because he was doing a song with Cassie and Diddy didn't like it. You know, you mentioned it earlier, Kid Cudi getting his car blown up. I think that they had that in 2012.
And Kid Cudi's representation, there was like, this did happen. Like they did say, this is true.
and I saw someone post about how the album following that Indica, one of Cudi's best albums, the cover is an explosion. And, it's like, this is what he was really referring to.
He's actually crazy though.
No, there's so many crazy things. And again, I just want it to be like how is this gonna go now? This is Diddy. Like Diddy is integral to the culture. He literally just dropped a project with everybody on it. Yeah. And so it's like, think of things that we have heard, not knowing Diddy, never met Diddy one day in our lives. People who are working with him behind the scenes. Oh my god. Imagine. So it's kind of like everyone was complicit in a sense, which, nothing new, unfortunately. But that's what I wonder is, who will be the person, where will be the person to say, like, I'm not working with Diddy no more. I'm not. Because behind the scenes is one thing. Yeah. Publicly, Diddy is still one of the richest black entertainers, still a lot of power. So that's my thing is he's not facing any legal, ramifications right now after he settled for who knows how much. But I want to see who's going to be that first person to say, you know what, Diddy's canceled. We ain't rocking with Diddy no more.
So remember, this case started in the 15th, right? And then when did when the settlement happen?
Let's find that out.
The settlement happened, I believe, literally the next day.
I was going to say the 17th. Yeah.
So that, first of all, just thinking outside of ourselves, right? For Diddy, that was probably the smartest thing he could do. Is just like it was open and closed immediately, right? And he's basically praying that the media cycle
settlement on the 18th.
Yeah, so he's probably praying that the media cycle captures something soon, and it's over. Don't have to talk to me again. Don't have to see me again.
He's probably right, man.
I'm gonna go drink Ciroc, and nobody has to talk to me about this shit again. Even though what came out in the allegations were monstrous.
Insane.
Monstrous. Literally monstrous. Right? So I think that, for this, that's the thing. Like, you feel like by doing that play, he kind of just like saved face. So people don't have to publicly say anything because it's over. Right?
His team said that the settlement is not any admission of wrongdoings. We know that's bullshit. But you're right that it is like, it is still kind of unspoken in a sense, which I don't like. Also, we're talking about it here on the podcast. Yeah. But I think, and why I bring up R.Kelly is like R. Kelly was, known as the king of R&B. If you know music, you know R&B. Like R. Kelly was seen as everything to R&B. Yeah. And so him, kind of being removed from history is a huge omission. And I mentioned Michael Jackson as well because, we are just kind of choosing to ignore it in a sense. We're like, he wasn't found guilty. What do we all just really, really believe nothing happened with Michael Jackson? Right. We're just saying, okay, listen, he didn't get caught, and Diddy is on that level of a Michael and R. Kelly, true. Yeah. And so that, like, as funny as it is like, will Diddy get the Michael Jackson treatment or the R. Kelly treatment? And that's kind of what I'm wondering because I think all three of these men have done the wrong things, of course. But, we talked about it last week, us both having Michael Jackson on vinyl. Yeah. If we had R. Kelly on vinyl, that would seem a little crazy.
Yes, it would.
So that's what I want to see. He's going to get the Michael treatment or the R. Kelly treatment. My heart leans he's going to get the Michael treatment. Me too. Because he's still active. He still has his hands in so many things. But I just wonder because there's no way that all these musicians didn't know something was happening behind the scenes.
Exactly. You also remind me of this was like where there's this video of Future, like he's on the plane talking to somebody on the phone, and he was like, we went to the Ciroc party, there's all this liquor around me, is like, and then Diddy's trying to come back to my room, and there's no Ciroc. It's like I don't want that fucking around me. So for Future to be honest, Future is such an emotionally muted person. For him to be that distraught in a phone call about Diddy being in the same room as him alone should all the alarm bells, every light should be red. You know, the light should be flashing. Like,
red flag on red flag.
Okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, I think I'm gonna just leave it at that. Like, this is a little bit like allegations are not coming out about this for anybody else.
No,
this is not happening for anybody else.
This is one of those proven guilty, like guilty until proven innocent type deals. Yeah, it's the other thing on top of all of this, which I think is like, you know, part of this whole ordeal.
Yeah,
is that there have also been rumors about Diddy being homosexual, and I think that, like, you know, outing Diddy for this, I think, is what should be done, but I don't think anyone's going to be outing Diddy for being homosexual, bisexual, anything like that. And so I think that's the next step to this whole thing of, like, who's going to step to Diddy and be like, yo, he did all this, he needs to go away.
Okay. But
I think those two things are kind of interconnected in a sense.
Yeah.
You know, I think you can't do one without the other. And so I think Diddy's protecting that of more, you know, like, part
that's
of it.
Possible.
You know, it's like, that's part of the big protection, because the rumors that I've heard, seen are, you know, they're crazy. Yeah. They're crazy.
The Freaknik thing that was alleged, right? In that alleging, Diddy got outed as a cuckold, basically.
Yeah. In the Cassie case too.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right? He would invite dudes over to have sexual relations.
T.I. and Tiny vibes.
Right. If that is true, she alleged that. So if those alleged things were happening, he basically got outed as a cuckold. I feel like nobody even. I feel like everybody just kind of just walked around that and didn't even.
I feel like there's more pressing things than cuckold. That is his allegation. You know, like I think if it was like, you know, so it was, if there wasn't the other serious stuff there, cuckold would be like number one on the list for sure. But like when you have, you know,
but everything else is more serious. Everything is, you know, everything else is more serious. But I just, I don't know. That's something I just caught. I caught it, and I felt like nobody else said anything.
Yeah. No one's mentioned it.
Yeah, no one's mentioned that. I'm just like, oh, okay, I guess.
Yeah, I think that this is a good time to move on to our next topic. But one thing I want to mention is this is like, I talk about all the time, like, this canceling shit is fake. Like, we get upset for like 48 hours. No one has talked about Lizzo since all that happened. You know, like, all this shit is fake.
Happened this year?
Happened very recently.
Yeah.
And I think about it with the artists that get painted with the picture of like they're an abuser, they're, you know, doing things that are wrong, and the ones that don't. Because I think that's just a matter of choice. You know, as I said about Michael Jackson versus R.Kelly. Yeah. It's like, you know, they're both doing similar things that we don't approve of, but one person we think of as absolutely nasty, the other person is, you know, a legend. Yeah. And Diddy is going to be the real test of how that ages, because I don't think he's going down by himself. That's one. If he is going down, I don't think he's going down solo.
Oh, no.
And then two, I think of someone like Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre, you know, for the generation before us, you know, a history of abusing women. Yeah. And we don't think about that when we think about Dre, obviously. You know, people don't mention that. No one's in the comments being like, did you, like, that's not how we think about him. Yeah. And, you know, Dr. Dre is basically retired now, passed, and he's going to have his legacy end without that being a big part of his Wikipedia page. Yeah. You know, and Diddy, my question is he going to be down that same path? This is all very public. We see it going on. Will it be on the Wikipedia page? Now, someone who will have these things on the Wikipedia page is Meg Thee Stallion. Yeah. Her case was extremely public. You know, we talked about the dudes who have Free Tory in their bio.
You guys, again, you guys are those Japanese soldiers, bro, at the end of World War II.
Still in the jungle.
You guys are still in the jungle trying to figure out whether or not they surrendered or not. It's like, it's over. It's over. It's okay. You can stop. It's over.
She put out Cobra about a month ago. And Cobra actually was the first, we didn't talk about it on here, which I'm surprised because you're a huge Meg Thee Stallion fan.
I am.
But Cobra was the first song that dudes came to me to talk about. Like, I hadn't heard it yet. I now that it came out, I saved it, but I hadn't got to it yet. Yeah. And I was out somewhere and like dudes came to me like, yo, you heard the new Meg? Like,
I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't know you listened to Meg Thee Stallion. I didn't know that was
And they were talking about how, nah, it's not what you think it is. Like, you know, bigging it up. So I was like, okay, she got one here. When I got to the song, it was some shit being talked. And, you know, the one of the things that everyone kind of highlighted was her talking about Pardi and insinuating that Pardi cheated. And so, you know, I'm like, cheating rumors, we just talked about Diddy. Cheating rumors are the least of my worries with serious things going on. But Pardi responded. And
which I was surprised by. I don't think that was necessary.
I was super surprised. I thought, again, I'm thinking it's not that deep. It's not that serious. But here's me playing, backseat therapist of why I think this happened. I think that because it was Meg and all she's been through, it was even worse. It wasn't just a regular, oh, you're a cheater. It's you cheated on her while she was going through, Yeah. So I think that probably added to why he wanted to respond. And of course, if you think about, cheating on a woman who's going through an assault case in the public, it doesn't sound great. It doesn't sound great. But in his response, he said some things. He said some things in there.
Yeah, he's out here basically just trying to, first of all, he came for her body. He went straight to the body shame, which is crazy. I think it's a little bit crazy because Megan Thee Stallion, beautiful women. Okay. But he's coming for the body shame where he is like, where is it? He's like,
got the lipo, that one?
There's got the lipo, but there's also spent 4 hours doing glam, not a blemish, but your foundation off. You need to fix it, clean up your spirit, not just your image. I thought that's what you was doing with downtime. And then there's,
I would call that more soul shaming than body shaming.
But then, it's encapsulated
spirit shaming.
Everything, the shame. So much shame. Where was the other part that I was talking about that we just mentioned? The
lipo?
Yeah. Why can't I find it? Bro, this is what's going on. But I can't.
I got it right here.
Okay, give it to me.
Got lipo, then you started posting gym pics. The things that you're doing is sadistic.
Yeah.
That actually came before your lyrics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's going for the body shame, the soul shame, the makeup. I mean, he came from the makeup bar too, So, personally, again, I think we've talked about this on the Brett Fives review. Personally, I'm just not doing that. I just don't feel the need to. I'm secure. Here's the thing that it shows to me. I am secure enough as a person where it's over, it's done. I let the dust settle. We walk away. Got other things to do with my life. I have other things to do with my life. It seems as though Pardi does not have other things to do with his life because he feels the need to come at her for this. And also, it shows so insecure. To me, it's so insecure where you have to come for your ex-girlfriend. Like, that's just so insecure to me.
Yeah, I thought it was not in good taste because I just don't know why he responded. I feel like he put more fuel to the fire by responding.
Yeah, me too.
100%. But, if you take away, kind of figure out why he responded, again, we don't know what happened with the two of them. This song alludes to a lot of things that I guess would make him respond.
Like, you got emotional hurdles. Man, the work needs this internal. When love goes bad, it can't believe it.
Some of the things he says in here, though, I do think are valid for this reason. There's kind of a way that the internet and the public look at relationships between a man and a woman, and who gets the blame for what. And I think he has like a case in there. He talks about her cheating multiple times and him getting in a fight with someone that she was having sex with. That's just wrong.
That sounds like is that Tory Lanez? Is that Tory Lanez?
I don't think Pardi fought Tory Lanez, but it's like.
I feel like he could win that fight though.
In that, it's easily. But it's like in that situation, it's like, if your partner, allows you to get in a fight with someone that they are cheating on you with, that feels like, a soap opera gone left. Yeah. So it's kind of like, I didn't need to know that, but it's all. And here's the thing I feel about this whole like victimization from both sides is like, there's no way that we would know about that if not for this, True. It is kind of fucked. Like if Meg was a normal person, someone who you're dealing with, and you said, yo, she was cheating on me and I kept getting into a fight with the dude that she was cheating on me with. That's like, a core memory in the worst way. So I understand on that side. The other thing of him outing her for lipo, she hadn't made that public yet. So people did not know about her getting lipo and him being like, got lipo and started posting gym pics. That kind of like put her on blast in a sense. Yep. Now, I'm not on the Meg timeline. I don't know what the Meg fans call themselves, but I'm not haven't seen how they're reacting to this.
Right.
I've seen some people on Pardi side, some people on Meg's side.
I'll tell you what is the reaction is disbelief. They don't believe him. They don't believe him.
And that's where I was getting to of like, as much as I do think that they're both wrong in this sense, public perception is always that everything the woman is saying is correct, everything the man is saying is wrong.
It depends.
And
it depends.
I don't think he changed that with this song. I don't think he helped that. But I can understand, you know, that kind of pull and push from like, okay, I'm tired of the story being told this way.
Yeah.
Let me tell it this way. I don't know. I guess here's my thing is how many of these will last longer than the week? Because if you hear what he's saying in the song, if you're assuming all of this is true, Meg is not the person that she's either painted to be or we see her as, you know? Pardi is a different story. We don't know that much about Pardi, but whatever she's accusing Pardi of, Pardi just kind of
escalated it to like 2 or 3 different levels.
But this is the internet. Things last 48 hours, like we said.
Exactly.
How many things in this will be remembered past this song?
I do think the liposuction thing will be just like, because it's about her appearance.
Yeah,
and
the lipo thing will be something.
Yeah, and we're talking about black women on the internet. We're talking about their appearances like, you know, this is the most like criticized thing that exists on the internet, probably.
Don't you dare.
So I think that will just be a constant like thing that is like, it's like a whisper in the background.
Yeah, and I think too, like we've seen a bunch of people do the lipo then gym pics thing. Like that's not like, it's weird, but we've seen it done before. I feel like you're right. That's probably gonna be the only thing. There's a part in here where he said, I asked you to your face, did you fuck them niggas? And you swore on your mother. I knew from then I couldn't trust her.
I feel like that's a crazy.
That's
a little. I don't even know.
No, it's a low blow for us to make that public.
Yes,
but and it's like this is where this goes back to the Charlamagne and Drake thing I said is like once it becomes public, whoever made it public is kind of the bad person. When it's like let's say it's Demar, you're dating someone, you love them, and their mother passed. It's a huge part of who they are, and you ask them something, and they go, "On my mom, I didn't do that." You know, you're gonna feel away. You're gonna feel away. So I'm trying to look at it as a real person. Who's like, yes, these are celebrities. They don't have feelings, all that good stuff. But if this was you in your life, you know, and someone did this to you, you're gonna be pissed.
Yeah,
you're gonna be pissed, and especially if that person goes public and you know makes it seem a different way. Now we haven't heard Meg retort. We don't know what's coming next. I hope this is where it ends.
Please,
but I gotta say personally, if I'm assuming all this is true. I wasn't a big fan of Meg as a celebrity. Like she's just a person. I didn't really think she was, you know, any special, you know, person.
She watches
or anything.
anime. She actually is like a legit anime fan.
But I think this makes Meg relate more to the timeline because I think there's a lot of women who are doing stuff like this who are like, yes, girl, hot girl shit.
Oh my god!
Like I think this is what people think hot girl shit is.
Yeah, I think Megan Thee Stallion is definitely over the past, I want to say 2 or 3 years, it's a sympathetic figure now, right? I do think that for whatever reason, she has a target painted on her back for black men, like just hate Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, for sure. I don't understand that though. Like
she's chilling.
Yeah, I got big love for Meg.
She's chill. I'm so serious. She is chilling, bro. I think maybe it's like this the confidence that she has.
Or maybe as a separate podcast, but a lot of men
they just can't deal with her confidence.
They get uncomfortable when a woman is very confident.
Like she's very confident, very sexually empowered. It actually makes more money than 99% of the men that hate her. So maybe that's just like this crazy next level insecurity. Like
it's a lot of insecurity.
That's what I'm saying. Like all this shit that happens to Megan Thee Stallion to me just like reeks of insecurity. Like these people are just so insecure. Everybody's just mad insecure. Megan Thee Stallion, she's a great person, just chilling. You know? So that's what it is to me with Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, this is rough. I hate this is even happening, but listen, we got some good things to get into.
Yeah, another person who's chilling. Andre 3000.
Wait, hold on. After everything that Pardi just said, you considering that chilling?
No, because Megan Thee Stallion was chilling. Andre 3000 is now chilling. Okay. Megan Thee Stallion, because Megan Thee Stallion, like seriously, because I don't feel as though she is like caught up in any drama outside of men literally attacking her.
I'm talking. Okay, forget about the people online talking. I'm talking about this in like a personal sense.
Oh, okay.
Like, and this was your girlfriend, and she did these things. That's that's chilling to you.
This is not. First of all, I would not be in this situation at all.
But no, let's say you were. Let's say you were. This was someone who you cared for.
But it's not. Then it's not necessarily chilling.
That's what I'm saying.
But
like,
I'm saying overall, Megan Thee Stallion as a personality person.
Yeah, no,
chilling.
public persona. She's not doing anything to get attacked. She's just getting attacked. You're right about that. I'm speaking in a personal sense. You know, if you had a girl and she did these things to you,
I would not be making a mixtape. To diss my ex-girlfriend, I would not be doing that.
But you wouldn't like it. That's the thing. Yeah.
I would not be writing a whole missive on Twitter about, what she did wrong or
I would be
Instagram post.
I would be so shook if I seen you doing that.
You know,
I would said,
I'm like, you know what I would be saying? I'd be like, she's wilding out. I'm chilling.
no, listen, I've dealt with that in the past. Anyone who knows me in real life, and I stayed silent every single time.
Yeah, you're good.
Let's talk about Andre 3000. He has a new album out right now.
Is this a better entry for Andre 3000 for you?
You saying chillin'? I was like, if a girl tells me she swears on her mom she didn't do something and then did it like 10 times over, I would never call that person chillin'. But different story, different folks. Andre 3000 new album called New Blue Sun, 8 songs, an hour and 27 minutes.
Yeah, crazy long.
Have you heard this project yet? What are your
I have
thoughts?
heard segments of songs. I have not listened to the entire thing. Mostly because I personally wasn't taking it super seriously. But it seems as though everybody else is. So I guess now I have to be tuned into it. But I've been a fan of Andre 3000, since Outkast. I think that I've been waiting. I love all of his features. His features are really good.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the reason why everybody was like, oh, when is he coming back? Is there going to be a rap album? Blah, 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 blah. Right? I have been a person who's, I'm patiently waiting. If it happens, it happens. Sweet. If it doesn't happen, it's okay. The man has gray in his beard, literally.
Yes.
So I'm not like holding.
He's about 45.
Yeah, I'm not waiting at bated breath for new Andre 3000 music. If it happens, sick. If not, it's fine.
Damn.
Right? It's not like Big Boy's dropping every week.
Big Boy has music out though.
So I'm just saying, like, it's just not. I'm not dying for it. So when this came out, I'm like, I'm not really like.
You didn't care for it.
Exactly. Like I didn't need it. I'm not dying for it, but I will listen to it. Have you heard it? And can you give us, if so, give me a little, like, what is it about? Like give me like some overview, little review if you're that deep into it.
One thing I want to say before I even talk about the project is the song names.
Yeah. They're like sentences.
No, they're a sentence and they're all outlandish. 93 Till Infinity and Beyonce.
Isn't the first song like this is not a rap album?
Yeah, it says I swear I really wanted to make a rap album, but this is where the wind blew me. Let me get this one. The slang word pussy rolls off the tongue. So the names of the songs, I think, have you feel like it could have been a rap album. Like that's rap album type of shit.
Yeah.
But I like the project, honestly. It's very ambient, like, I think how he sold it, it felt like it would be him just going crazy on the flutes. And it's not that. It's very chill. It's almost like meditation music.
Okay.
But a little more upbeat than that. So it's good so far. Honestly, I feel like anyone's looking for like a studying album or something to like play it going to sleep. This is a project. This is it. So I don't know. It was weird how he kind of promoted it in a sense and people wanted a rap album. I kind of knew he wasn't going to rap, and that's maybe because I really follow Big Boy, but Big Boy has been making, solo music this whole time, and a lot of it has been really good. Yeah. And Andre has been on none of it. Like Andre pops out once in a while, of course, on other people's music.
I wonder what that conversation is to get him to feature on your music. He must love you as an artist for you to feature on it.
Yeah, he says that he's the one who's not reaching out. People are reaching out to him.
Yeah.
So that's probably a huge part of it too. But I feel like he still has that musicality in him. I think as a rapper, maybe not, but musically just in terms of talent, obviously still
he
there.
said he's been doing like wind instrumentation on other artists' music, but under a different name.
Yes.
And people have kept it under wraps. Nobody in the public knows.
Yes.
Music industry people knew, but nobody in the public really knows. And I find that really interesting, because there's so much flute music in hip hop. It could be anybody.
I saw someone say that Mask Off was one of them. I haven't confirmed that, but that's a lot of what the rumor is. Mask Off is like the one that is probably Andre, which is possible.
Possible. I also think Solange probably.
Yeah.
Tons of woodwind instruments on Solange's music. So and it's also very sparse and stuff like that. So I think that Solange is possible. Tyler the Creator, possible.
Okay.
With the latest, Call Me If You Get Lost, possible. Right. So I like that. I like that he said that, because now everybody's like, oh, he's on this one. Everybody's trying to find it. So I think it's a little fun scavenger hunt.
I think the internet will find it pretty quickly. They usually do. My question is he not on the credits at all or under a fake name?
He said fake name.
He said fake name, but there are some of these that I feel like he may not be credited at all. Okay. Just because it's like there's that one person who we don't know. It's okay. It's pretty obvious. But I like that. Mac Miller had some music under a fake name.
Yeah. What was it?
I forget what the name was.
It was like Larry something. Or something.
Larry Fisherman?
Larry Fisherman.
No, this was another one. Delusional Thomas. There we go. Yeah. So Larry Fisherman wasn't really like secret. That was like kind of his producer stuff. But Delusional Thomas.
Okay.
Yeah. When I found that, I felt like I found something. I was like, that was a big moment for me. I was like, what? This sounds a lot like Mac Miller. And
your mind is blown.
So I'm excited for us to have that moment with Andre where we're trying to find, that thing. So I like that he put music out. And I think that he's probably under that kind of D'Angelo syndrome where like we've bigged him up too much for him to put music out again.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to disappoint everyone, anything that I do rapping wise, because they all think I'm the best.
That's true. I do agree. Andre 3000, top 50. Easily. And I think that he is one of those people that, he's Frank Ocean is kind of similar to him, where it's like now it's getting to a point where.
Is he?
It's getting to a point where what is Frank Ocean music gonna sound like? What does that sound like? He's been gone for so long. So much has changed.
I don't like that comparison, but
you don't like that comparison? I feel like it's very similar.
I don't think so.
How you know what? Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't even want to go deep into it.
I know. I'm just gonna leave it. But I don't like that comparison.
But it's gotten to a point where Andre 3000's what does even a rap album from him sound like? I do dispute his idea that because you're old you can't rap about things anymore. Nobody wants to hear about your colonoscopy or whatever. Jay-Z exists, releasing music. Jay-Z's still rapping.
Infrequently.
Andre 3000 hasn't released a full body of work in 20 years, legitimately.
But you know what? Why I give Andre grace is Andre actually properly retired, from time. Rappers like Joel Santana, where it's like, we're waiting. Okay, he's just not dropping anymore. Okay, now it's been 15 years. Andre told us he was done from time.
Yes, he did.
So it's to me it's different.
But nobody retires in hip hop. That's not real.
No, he has some verses, and on his verses he still kills it.
Yes,
still can rap, but I think he has something there, because a lot of the older rappers are rapping about a lot of the same things they were talking about when they were 21, 22. And so Andre's right. He doesn't want to. And I think that's part of why Jay-Z's music is so infrequent. I think if Jay-Z was trying to keep up like a Drake or a J. Cole, I don't think he could. But I think, when he's inspired by something, has something to say, he says something. Okay, again, I'm in that camp where I'm like, if it comes out, I would appreciate it. I would like if there was actual rap music from him, but I'm not expecting it. I would like that. Last thing, let's talk about Frank Ocean. Okay. Camp Flog Not just happened. Okay. There was that rumor going around for 48 hours when Frank posted on his story. I didn't believe it. For anyone who knows about Camp Flog Not, or it's been more than once. Yeah. It's a yearly rumor. That Frank Ocean's gonna show up to Tyler the Creator's Camp Flog Not, of course. No. Yeah. So I never believed it, but I saw people losing their shit for a couple of days. Where are you in terms of Frank Ocean music? I know we had an episode in the past where you made your stance between Frank and The Weeknd, but did you have any excitement, or are you nothing?
I said this before and I'll say it again. I'm off Frank Ocean. I'm off. I'm just like I'm not in any way. I don't think I don't think Frank Ocean is cool. Like I don't think Frank Ocean is cool. I don't think his persona is cool. Don't think his performances are cool in any way. The last performance he did was a travesty. If it was anybody else, they would be done, right? But just in case, because it's Frank Ocean and like all this other stuff, like, as you know how Frank is, he's an introvert, like this and that. And like, he said, the performance was changed because his brother had passed away. Mm-hmm. Don't perform. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to not perform, right? Don't be Lauryn Hill, bro. Don't be Lauryn Hill. And you're looking a little Lauryn Hillish to me right now.
Oh, man.
Okay? So I think that Frank Ocean, to me, honestly, Frank Ocean is lame. I think Frank Ocean is lame. Wow. And I think this thing with Camp Flog Gnaw is just like another thing to add on top of the lame pile. It's like,
I think Frank Ocean's lame.
I think Frank Ocean is lame. And I will stand on that. I'm not even joking. What is cool about Frank Ocean?
I'm not gonna defend him.
What is cool about Frank Ocean?
No,
the artist that everybody seemingly loves, never performs, never releases music, and then when he does performs, it sucks ass.
You know what it is? He's one of the few artists left who have any mystique, and because we live in the internet age, mystique is just even more magnified than it would have been normally. So I think that's what it is. I think he's just still one of the few artists who has some mystique. We don't see him that often. People still have that wonder. And I'll say this is like, musically, he's been consistent in terms of hitting. Like his music has been good.
Yeah.
Now it's been few and far between.
It's almost 10 years.
But,
it's actually almost 10 years.
No, it's been quite some time. I think I was in college when the last time Frank put music out.
Right.
So I understand why people are into it. Personally, I'm probably Team Brent over Team Frank if we're talking about, who we're ready for. Mm-hmm. But I just wanted to talk about it because, everyone's hype about Frank.
Yeah.
I know people are excited. Frank to me is in the Andre category, the Lauryn Hill category of like.
That's okay.
I would actually say he's more Lauryn Hill, which you're right, because Andre will do songs with people still. Like if they hit him up, he'll do a song. Lauryn is like, no. Like I'm surprised she even let Drake use her sample for Nice for What. Like people aren't. You're not hearing all these Lauryn Hill features. So like that's not what's going on.
Yeah. So
it's like that's where Frank is headed. I think Frank is like.
That's not a good space. That's cool to. Who is that cool to? That's what I'm trying to get to.
A lot of people.
Who's Lauryn Hill cool to? She's such a.
Lauryn Hill is still doing shows.
No. I understand that, but I'm like Lauryn Hill is also a lame. Lauryn Hill and Frank Ocean, you guys are lames. Okay?
People don't think that, man.
Like what you do, like you. It's actually so comical how lame it is.
Yeah.
It's actually comical how lame it is.
Yeah, Frank, I just think, I feel like the hype has gotten too far. And I think that the hype is going to expire and Frank's not going to come back. I've realized now, and someone has a great point. They said, when you see Kanye talking like that, remember that you guys spent a decade plus telling him he was the greatest ever. Yeah. So when he acts like he thinks he's the greatest ever, what do you expect? I think the same goes for someone like Frank, where it's like he definitely has probably seen or heard over the past 10 years every day, like, we need the music, please, Frank, please. And so it's like he's not probably ready for that anticipation. And the longer it goes, the worse it gets. And then it's just let it rock.
Rihanna has put out less music. And like I think it's been long. Sorry, not less music. It's been longer since she's last put out an album. And Rihanna is still cooler to me than Frank Ocean. Okay.
Rihanna's cooler than everybody, but I get what you're saying. You're saying we should treat Rihanna like Frank Ocean.
No, we should be treating Frank Ocean like Lauryn Hill. Okay.
You're so dead ass. Yeah.
I'm so serious. I'm dead serious. I'm not joking.
You're I brought this up because I wanted to see your Frank smoke. And I want to let you ISO, and clearly
he's lame. He's lame. He's like, it's lame to me. Like, this is not cool. This is not funny. Like, it's funny in the context of like,
which part's lame? The not dropping music part, you're saying?
Everything.
Damn.
Everything. Again, I'm trying to come back to what is cool about Frank Ocean? Please, somebody explain it to me.
You know what?
Somebody explain it to me. What is cool about Frank Ocean? Why are you still in after all this, like, after the terrible performances, after no music, after him constantly he puts out like these 1 or 2 singles and then nothing. No features on anything. Why? Why do you care about Frank Ocean anymore? Please, you explain it to me. Explain it to me.
This is the last thing I'll say because I kind of get it in this way. You know when people are like, oh, I want to be with someone who's like kind of cool and mysterious and they're into that kind of like person. I told my friend, I said, no one is cool and mysterious. You just don't know them. That's all it is. They're not actually cool or mysterious. Yeah. You just barely know them as a person. That's what Frank is. Yeah. Frank is that the person you think is cool and mysterious because you never see him. But listen, let Frank start doing interviews and let's see if we still like him as much. I would love to see that.
Okay. Well, that's it. Because I don't want to talk about Frank Ocean anymore. I'm off it. I'm over Frank Ocean a million times. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into Album Mode, the sound bites part of Album Mode, where we're talking about the lyrics, the culture, and even the internet. Everything that comes to all these people making the culture, the music culture that we have today. This is what we've been breaking down. It's one of my favorite parts of the podcast. I'm still trying to figure out if it is my favorite part. I don't know. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And I want to make sure everybody's following us on the socials at Album Mode Pod, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. We've been posting more on Twitter recently. Make sure you follow at Album Mode Pod there, and then you make sure you smash the subscribe button on YouTube. Okay, we're getting close to 1,500, so make sure you're following, that you're dialed into the pod. People are start popping into the comments and we're talking about music in the comments and stuff like that. That's really why I do the pod, is to talk to people about music. So make sure you're in on that. We have like a real community, real conversation going on. And Adriel, know yourself and then know your worth.
Later days.